Alright, here we have the right humerus. This is the anterior surface of the right humerus, and this is the posterior surface of the right humerus. We'll start with the anterior surface. Up here, this big bulb, this is the head of the humerus, okay? Near the head of the humerus, we have two processes, one right here and one right here. And these processes are called tubercles. So this would be the greater tubercle, and this would be the lesser tubercle. And in between the two tubercles is sort of this ditch, and this ditch is referred to as the intertubercular sulcus. Okay, intertubercular meaning between the tubercles. And the intertubercular sulcus is actually where one of the tendons of the biceps brachii muscle passes through. Now over here on the lateral surface, you might be able to see a rough patch. This rough surface is referred to as the deltoid tuberosity, okay? And it's a tuberosity, so it's going to be an attachment point for muscle. In this case, it's the deltoid tuberosity, and so it's going to be the attachment point for the deltoid muscle. Deltoid being the shoulder, okay? Now, over here, you might be able to see this ridge, right? There's this ridge on the medial surface of the humerus. This is called the medial supracondylar ridge, okay? Supracondylar, supra meaning above, condylar referring to the condyles. This is the medial supracondylar ridge. And on the other side, the lateral surface, we have a lateral supracondylar ridge. And if we follow the supracondylar ridges down, we'll meet the epicondyles, okay? The medial epicondyle on the medial surface, and the lateral epicondyle on the lateral surface. And it's easier to see the lateral epicondyle from the posterior, okay? And down here at the bottom, we have two bony structures. We have the capitulum, and we have the trochlea. And the trochlea is actually what fits into the trochlear notch of the ulna. So if you remember the U-shaped depression in the ulna, that's referred to as the trochlear notch. Okay? Now we have, if you look closely, there's two little depressions here. We have one depression here. This is called the radial fascia. That's where the head of the radius articulates with the humerus. And over here, we have the coronoid fascia. And that's where the coronoid process of the ulna articulates with the humerus, okay? Now if we flip over the humerus and look at the posterior surface, we see this very big depression here. This is going to be another fascia, okay? In this case, it's going to be the olecranon fascia, where the olecranon of the ulna articulates with the humerus, okay? So olecranon fascia, trochlea. Flip it over, we have the coronoid fascia. All right? Going back to the posterior surface of the humerus, again, here's the head. The rim below the head, this is called the anatomical neck. And we specify anatomical because this section here is referred to as the surgical neck. And it's called the surgical neck because it's a frequent site of fracture. Now, it might be hard to see on camera, but there are little holes in the neck, the surgical neck of the humerus. These little holes are nutrient foramina, okay? And that's where nutrients are supplied. And in terms of bony structure of the humerus, well, that's pretty much all you need to know.